Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I am Starco Gaming and we are back with another Awaken Karos Hera video. Guys, if you want to have access to all the best content for Awaken Chaos Hera, make sure you subscribe to the channel and check the bell so you get notified every time we have new content. And also guys, make sure you drop a like on this video as help the channel grow. So guys, today we're going to be jumping into Roaring Tulpa stage 8. Why stage 8 guys? Because this is the farthest stage I can auto for now, and also because this is the first stage you start farming gear, 5-star gear, and have a chance to get legendary gear. So it is a very important stage to be able to start farming when you start progressing through the game. So we're going to be going in against this guy, stage 8. The team we're going to be using is going to be pretty simple guys. We are going to be going with Balbarama main DPS. Then we're going to have Gadger, Zachary, and Connor. Gadger is there for the poison, which definitely helps with the damage when Tulpa has a shield up. Zachary, you know, class advantage, do a little bit of damage. Although Elson is a much better choice here. And then we have Connor for the healing, the shield, and the attack increase. And the two spells going to be using guys is Sundering Purgatory, defense down for 2 turns, and Rage Aura, 50% attack for the current turn on the target. It is used on. So this is the setup we're going to be using guys. Now if we go take a quick look at the build we have on these characters, the builds are pretty simple guys. First we're going to take a look at the Balbarite build, because this is the most important build. This is the guy that's going to be doing like 75 to 90% of damage. Very important. So the build we have on this guy, you can see here, 9.5k HP, 3.7k attack. We have 126 speed, critical rate above 100%. It's kind of pointless above 100%, but that is what we have. And also we have critical damage up to 201%. Those are the stats that are very important. For the gear, we are running with 4 rage, 2 attack piece. We can take a quick look at the gear here. You can see 7 speed, 16% attack, 11% critical damage here, 22% critical damage, 15% critical rate. This one we have 15% attack, missing critical rate, critical damage, maybe one day. This one, 30 speed as primary, 8% attack, 9% critical rate. The ring, we have 30% critical rate as main stats, 14% critical damage. The rest kind of stink. And then the neck, we have 38% attack. That will be better if I had a critical damage or neck, but I do not have one. So we have this one, 17% critical rate, which is a lot of a shit ton of critical rate. Glyph, we have 1 legendary glyph equipped so far, so decent setup. And then we have all his ability maxed out. So this is going to be my main DPS for the fight. The second character is going to have in here is my boy Zachary. Zachary is not as good as it was during the beta, but still a viable character, still, you know, some decent damage. Although Elson will be a much better choice if I were to build Elson, obviously. So if we start with the stats here, we have 1.9k attack, 8.2k HP, 100 speed, 47% critical rate, which is pretty low for the setup, and 160% critical damage. If we look at the gear here, you can see we're running with 4 rage, 2 HP, so you can see that critical rate is very low for running 4 rage set, obviously, but you can see the stats are not optimal at all. 5 critical chance here. Here we have 7% critical chance. The rest is kind of pointless. We have 8% attack, 3% critical chance. Defeat, we have no good primary stats, but we do have 2 speed and 14% attack. The ring, 22% defense primary. This is terrible for a 6-star ring with nothing else on it. Definitely terrible ring. And then the neck, 13% attack, and then 8% critical damage and 2 speed. So you can see the build is pretty terrible. Glyph glyph wise, we have him at glyph number 4. So if we have him at level 5, that will be a little bit better. Obviously, ability are fully maxed out, and this is the build we have on Zachary. The next characters we are going to have in the team is going to be Connor. Connor is going to be the healer, buffer, shielder, everything you can want from him. He's going to be doing it. If we look at the stats real fast here, we have 2.2k attack, which is important because that's the base of his heal and shield. 8.2k HP, then we have 125 speed, 33% critical rate, and 158% critical damage. But those stats don't matter for him. For him, it's all about the attack and the HP because he needs to survive to be able to heal. So if we look at his gear, you can see attack gear, they are not optimal. I do have a lot of work to do on my Connor, by the way, guys. But if we look at here, the stats that's important here is 8% attack on the first gear. Second gear, we have 62 attack, which is terrible. Third gear, we have a 16 attack. Man, those gears are terrible. I need to farm some attack gear, that's for sure. The feat, we have 27 attack primary, 27% attack primary, which is great. With 2 speed at secondary, the ring is terrible, but we do have 6% attack at secondary, so I guess that does the job. In the neck, we have 14% attack at primary with 2 speeds. So it's actually not a bad build. Glyph wise, he is glyph level 4. Obviously, if we get him to glyph level 5, he's gonna get a huge boost. Ability are maxed out, so we get all the benefits from all the abilities that are maxed out, obviously. And the last characters we have in this team is Gadger, one of my favorite character in the game, also, which is AI was smarter. The fact that he used the ability to trigger the poison before he used the ability to apply poison on Otto is kind of stupid, but I mean, they should just alternate, you know, the ultimate, put it as the second skill and put the second skill as the ultimate. I think that'll be better, but that is just my personal opinion here. So if we take a look at the stats, he's a poison guy, so the most important stats for him is HP. So we have 1.3k attack, we have 14,000 HP at level 50, 5-star, which is a lot. We have 140 speed, 15% critical rate, 162% critical damage. And the other stats that's very important on him is focus, which is actually too low, 29%. I think that having that at like 60-75% will be optimal, but since we're running in with the HP build, it's hard to get that focus up. We need a good amount of secondary option. That's the focus, which we do not have on him. Yeah, if we look at this, at the gear here, you can see the gear is not really level up yet. Here you can see the attack, the weapon here, which by the way, guys, it's 6 HP set, obviously Terra set. But if we look at the weapon here, no focus on it, which is terrible. We only have 4% HP. This one, we have 4.5% focus, which is great, 9% HP, which is very awesome. This one, we have 6.5% focus, 8% HP, which is great. HP primary on the boots with a little bit extra HP, which I wish I had focus there. That will be more useful. Then here we have a terrible ring, but we do have 9% HP at secondary, which is great. And then the neck, we have HP primaries with 6.5% focus, which is okay. But you can see we are missing a lot of focus at secondary stats, and some primary stats are not what they need to be. But we still have a decent build on the dude. Glyph wise, he is glyph level 5. Yes, only 5 stars. But glyph level 5, but he is awesome with his poison. His ability are maxed out, obviously, so he gets the full benefit of his ability. So that is the build we have on those characters, guys. Next, we're gonna be jumping in the gameplay section that was pre-recorded before we recorded the voice over, guys. So you guys enjoy the gameplay. Don't forget, guys, that's you when you enter a fight like Roaring Tulpa, a stage 8 that have ads on the boss, you can actually press the target icon next to the auto button and actually select boss to make sure that your characters are going to be attacking the boss and not ads, which is very important against Tulpa because you need to remove that shield as soon as possible to be able to beat the crap out of him. Otherwise, it will explode and will one-shot your whole team. So very, very, very important. But anyway, guys, next we are going to be jumping into the gameplay section. So guys, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for being an amazing part of my community. You all keep enjoying playing Awaken Chaos here. You all enjoy the gameplay section, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.
Never test an assassin's patience. Beware these fangs!
This is how your world ends.
Let the light shine within!
It will end here and now.
I'd love to try this new potion on you.
You're suffering as you...
Beware these fangs!
Let the light shine within!
Shut up and fight!
I'd love to try this new potion on you.
This is how your world ends.
Huh!
It will end here and now. You're suffering as you...
The light will save Arelica!
Beware these fangs!
Let the light shine within!
Shut up and fight!
I'd love to try this new potion on you.
Huh!